He has pounced.
Still got it. Yeah. It's locked in.
Everyone, Jim's got a question.
Is anyone already wearing number 30?
No. First of all, round of applause for our greatest ultras, Hancock and Renegade. Besides that, it's our first ever inter-club derby, where we versed another Blaxland team in the same division. But I want to keep playing the football we've always played. Don't worry too much about them. We'll do our damn thing, alright? Just play the football we play. Starting lineup, we're probably going to do something a bit different. A bench of Jimmy Jam.
Will I ever start?
Everyone will Booge, and then we're going to go James Esterhusen as well, just on the bench. Starting lineup, what we're going to do, we're going to roll with, we'll go obviously Ollie in goal, and then Turbs and myself centre back, Joe K right back, Ned K Ned Pearson. Ned K? Ned left back, and then midfield we're going to do something a little bit different. Corn, you're going to sit at the 6, and then Sam and Tommy in front of you, and then Schmidt left wing, Comfort up front, and Byes right wing. Hancock, you got any finishing tips for Comfort?
No. From what I saw the other week, he doesn't know.
I don't know what you watched. Yeah. Any words, your vice captain today, you've been promoted? Yeah?
Wow, man, I feel honoured. Boys, fire up, let's do it. You heard the man, alright?
There's a good bench, there's a strong bench as well.
Always a strong bench. If you're tired, don't be afraid to pull yourself off, and not in that way.
Yeah.
Oh! 1, 2, 3, strong bench!
Welcome back to Sunday League. I'm going to explain this as best and quick as possible. So they are Blaxland Pink. They are in 3rd and they are in the white jerseys. We are Blaxland Black. We are in 4th. We recently beat Glenmore Park 2-1. They recently had a 2-2 draw with Mulgoa, the reigning champions. But beyond that, the last time we versed them competitive environment, we beat them 7-3 in the 2024 Steve Mile Cup. Beyond that, we have Ryan O'Keefe. He is refereeing today, but this is actually his team. They previously played in Division 3, hence why he could play for us last year. That no longer happens. Now we're playing in the EL BLAXICO today. But before we got to that, we actually had a fair few names submitted for this game. We have the Sunday League Civil War, which could still be in the title for all I know at this point. And then we had Spider Bite and Redbacks Killer of Your Team Brother, which I thought was unreal. And shout out to Rutley for the Redback Rumble or the Blaxland Brawl. Great suggestions. I thought they were unreal. So now that we're all caught up, let's get into the football. I honestly felt like the Usain Bolt of speaking there. Shout out to the Mariners. That was the quickest I've ever spoken. Nonetheless, Joe K Football's going to find Semi-Fennec, finds Biserberry. As you may know, Comfort recently has a bit of trouble in front of goal. That's going to last less than a minute today as he shifts it onto his left. And he's got the fastest goal in EL BLAXICO history. Now, if we're to look over to our Spanish compatriots, you will find that Karim Benzema scored 21 seconds into an EL Clasico. So without further ado, we'll start calling Comfort Benzema. But yeah, as you can see here, shifts it onto his left foot and it's a little worm burner into the bottom corner. Shout out Timo Werner, one of my all-time favourite players. All pace, no product, but he always smiled, so I really enjoyed his football. Nonetheless, Semi-Fennec, he's going to get robbed of the ball here, and he thinks he gets fouled. So you know what Semi-Fennec does in retaliation to that. He commits a heavy foul. Welcome to EL BLAXICO. There's no way about it. It's going to be a tough game for all involved. And Semi-Fennec's going to leave this game early, and that's going to prove a bit of a deadly decision later on, but we'll get to that. Nonetheless, I digress. A fun fact about our Biserberry, his dad's born in Bournemouth, but for some reason he thinks he's Brazilian, playing football like that on the edge of the box. But if that ball went in on the half volley, I wouldn't have been mad. In fact, when Andrew Naboo scored in Trevella against Western Sydney Wanderers, I was a Wanderers fan at the time. I stood up and applauded. I'm still a Wanderers fan. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm actually in talks with Jared Carluccio to get Juan Mata down to the Redbacks, so that'll be interesting. I'm getting off track. Great save, Ollie, there. Great, beautiful foot saver. We've got a second camera angle today, but guess what? Even better. We got the gig. We got the GoPro in goal, and we've mounted it in a beautiful top corner. Great save, Ollie Freem, a.k.a. Oliver Kahn, except he's not an angry man at all, and you'll find that out today. He's quite passive. Nonetheless, we're about to begin the worst minute at centre-back I've had in a long time, and trust me, I was 150 kilo centre-back at the age of 17, and this is the worst minute I've had there. So I just got nutmegged and almost conceded. No one's on me here. I give away a 40-yard pass. No one was on me, so I've just completely given away possession, and my woes are about to get worse. And as you can see, I've got a bit of head noise there. See, I'm trying to get rid of it and blame Turbo. It had nothing to do with Turbo. It was all my fault. They're going to go down the line here. I'm not getting involved yet. Semi-Fennec's getting involved. Ball comes across the goal. Turbo hits it into me, and it's almost an own goal. I was very scared for a moment there, especially because my father's watching and he would have laughed, and that's worse than him yelling at me, I'm telling you. Almost went top corner though. Last time I went top corner, it was against Mulgoa. Shout out to them. Blaxland are going to get a ball into the box here. As I mentioned earlier, Ollie not the most assertive of goalkeepers, and he spills it behind him. Vuj is going to clear it straight into their striker, and he's going to get a shot off here. It's going to go out for a corner. The gig's going to show a very interesting angle of this all here. As you can see, Ollie comes out, and their striker actually could have got a foot to it just before it bounced there. And as Vuj clears it, I go into full Matt Hummels mode and get on the line. We've got a bit of German football references today, don't we? Timo Werner, Oliver Kahn, Matt Hummels. Now he's Semi Fennick on the ball, and he's going to find Beisenberry. No, that's James Esterhuizen. Who finds Beisenberry? Tom Leaney then finds Beisenberry, and it's a bit of tiki-taka. You know, what's going on here? Oh, Tom Leaney goes, I've had enough. I'm going full Paul Pogba mode, but prime Pogba, you know what I'm saying? Gets him behind almost. Great save from the keeper. We're getting a lot of foot saves today, and they're honestly one of my favourite types of saves. Now, this isn't a save, unfortunately. They're going to play the ball in behind. James Esterhuizen and Ollie not speaking to each other. They both speak English, so I'm not sure what's gone wrong there. But Blaxland have equalised. Blaxland Pink, I should say. And EL BLAXICO just gets more dramatic by the minute. It's 1-1, and it's our fault. It's our fault. Beautiful little dink in behind. James Esterhuizen and Ollie not speaking to each other. I don't know what's happened there. They're the best of friends at the best of times. So, you know, maybe that's something we just got to sort out internally. Maybe we've got to do some English speaking classes. And I try and do a goal line clearance there, but I honestly got nowhere near the ball. And as you can see, I'm seriously considering what the hell have I done wrong at this football club to deserve that. But James Esterhuizen's going to play the ball into the middle. That doesn't affect us. Beisenberry's going to go down the right, and we're continuing with the Brazilian theme. He thinks he's mic on.
Well done. That's the ball. Oh, shit, I know. Boys, we've got to use our width. Let's use it.
Shout out to Maicon at the 2010 World Cup. I'll never forget that goal. And here's Turbo giving his best Steven Gerrard impression, slipping at the back when it most critically counts. But Virginia cleans up like Hector Bellerin against Swansea. When Bafétembi Gomis got in behind and Hector Bellerin was going 100 kilometres an hour? Yeah, that's what Virginia looked like there. And as you can see, we're a transitional team. But maybe Blaxland Pink's a bit more transitional than we are. We'll get to that later. Trust me. I'm leaving no stone unturned in commentary today. Comfort's in behind on the left peg. Once again, another foot save from the goalkeepers today. Goalkeeper union in full force. And Joe Kay, a former goalkeeper himself, is going to go down in the box. Joe Kay, the king of NPL Scran, has won a penalty for Blaxland Redbacks. It's a big moment for Joe. He's yet to score for the Blaxland Redbacks. He's got a famous assist against Glenmore Park, which unfortunately we did lose the footage of, but Joe has the chance to redeem himself and become a Blaxland Redbacks hero today if he can slot this one in the EL BLAXICO. But unfortunately, he sprays it wide, and the fans are going wild. The Ultras are very disappointed, but they know Joe. He'll be back. He'll be back. Now, they're going to play him behind, and I'm just going to come flying in for no good reason. I just felt like it at the time, and the grass looked like it was good for sliding in that corner, and it honestly was. My knees didn't hurt at all after that. Blaxland, they're looking for opportunities. Big Ruder in the midfield. Yep, that's his name. I'm not joking. His name's Big Ruder. Big Matt Old on the left-hand side. He's the biggest left winger you'll ever see, but he's got the feet of prime CR7. I'm telling you, this man's feet for his size are ridiculous. That takes us into half-time, 1-1 in the EL BLAXICO. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. It's been a bloody good time.
Sorry, boys. Just miss it? Yeah. We need to muscle up a bit more, shoulder to shoulder. You two. If he is on the byline, or whoever's on the left is on the byline, Ollie should be able to hear you so clearly where you are and where you want the ball. You have to fucking communicate. He can't see. He's on a byline with 4 defenders in front of him. The only thing only sense he's got that he can communicate with you is through hearing. You have to communicate. Same thing goes at the back. Shit happens, right? Shit happens. All it is, the game changed. When you say the game changes when that tall guy comes on the field. That's all it is. He's very dominant. He moves the ball with his feet very well. Makes you look at his body instead of the ball when you're trying to defend him. Things like that. The Ranger's tech, he plays a decent level of futsal. We knew that. What's up, Steve? Me? They're ready. Oh, fuck it. Alright, we're going to be in marking. Who was on the bench? I'll do one direct up, you're on. Alright, who wants to go left back? Who was on the bench?
I'll go left back.
Back.
Welcome back to the second half of the EL BLAXICO, and the man on screen is not Ange Postecoglou. No, that is Dario. That is my father. They do look alike and they do speak alike. Dad does like to say mate a lot, and he had one message for me simply. He said, mate, if you get the chance, put one on the keeper. So I started on the bench, but we'll get to that later. Jimmy Jam into Corn here. Corn's going to give away the ball. But before we continue truly into the second half, I just want to say a massive thank you to all those who commented last week. We had a total of 3 weeks off YouTube, so I truly appreciate the support on our first episode back. It was never going to be our most popular, but it always tests who the true ultras are. You know what I mean? Now, Bisenberry's going to find Schmidt, and in true El Clasico fashion, we're going to get a flash of Isco. Look at that from Schmidt outside the foot, finds Comfort onto the right peg, and it's a great save. Prime Iker Casillas, if you will, from Lafferty. I know Iker Casillas didn't have red hair, but I don't care. It's my game, it's my video. I'll compare him who I want to. Look at that. He's given us a Casillas-like performance today. I'm not even joking about it. Now, down into the corner we go. Ben Corn's not sure how to deal with the big fella here, and he gives away a foul. And the defense isn't sure how to deal with the big fella either on a set piece. As you can see, a ball into the box here. He's left completely open, and it's 2-1 in the EL BLAXICO. You blink and you're behind. It's as simple as that. You cannot give up in this game, and you cannot let up. You have to be on your toes 24/7, full of focus. And Saxby, the goal scorer from Blaxland Pink, he was ready. He was ready for any opportunity that presented itself on the day. Arguably one of my man of the matches. Now, we're going to move on in the game, and let's revisit my father's message earlier. If you get one, put one on the keeper. He's having a good game, and there it is. I played AFL. I know about a good hit and spin, and I'm sure Lafferty did as well, the way he's milked that one there. But the ball in behind, Jimmy Jam's not looking at it, despite the ball being intended for him. And as you can see there, beautiful little hit and spin from Lafferty, really milking it. I personally, do I think it's a foul? Not particularly, but, you know, these are the rules of the game. If you make contact with a keeper, they're a protected species. I was once a goalkeeper myself. Now, in true El Clasico fashion, when you need motivation, you call upon a spiritual leader. And that for us is Jimmy Jam. We're calling the Blaxland Pepe. Boz is going to find Leany. He's looking for comfort, and at the first time of asking, it's no good. And at the second time of asking, it will again be argued that it's no good. But we'll leave that up to the VAR, aka the YouTube comments, to see if comfort was truly offside. The people on the sideline intervened, and they used the word genuinely in their justification of him being offside. Do I believe he was offside? Yeah, I was next to him and I was about a metre offside. But you know what? That's not my decision to make. We'll see it here. Leany finding comfort on the right-hand side of your screen. Is he offside? I'm not sure. But look, great finish nonetheless. Lafferty couldn't get to it. He was fuming. He had a few words to say about it. But let's cut to the sideline now.
No, O'Keefe. O'Keefe, the line's here. O'Keefe, the line was here. He's not off.
Now, say what you want. Cameraman Flat there arguing to the death for us is something I truly appreciate, because that's what you need at a football club. You need men who are willing to die by the sword, even if they're wrong. And to Cameraman Flat, I truly appreciate you. He's one of the men behind this mission that make this all possible. Now, Corn's going to find the ball in the midfield here. Who's he trying to find? Well, he's trying to find Jimmy Jam. And Jimmy Jam, at the first time of asking, it's no good. But he's a spiritual leader, and he won't give up at any cost. He gets kicked there, and then they kick the ball into him. But he stands up. He finds Leany. Half volley. Oh! Jimmy Jam with one of the all-time plays there. He did cop a spray, I won't lie, for giving up on it the first time. But look at him there, keeping it in. It's a game of inches. Shout out to Al Pacino. And Jimmy Jam finding Leany on the edge of the box there. If that went in, I would have headbutted the crossbar. Seriously, unbelievable football. Now, once again, Bisenberry and Leany in the thick of it. Leany over the top. He's going to find a ball into the box. I was thinking about the bicycle, but then Vuj was roaring in. I thought, I don't want to kick Vuj in the head. He's my friend. You know what I mean? But if Vuj wasn't there, honestly, I would have thought about it. Now, to a man who doesn't get enough credit or appreciation from myself, and I feel like just at large in the Sporting Club Helos picture, this is Ben Corn. He's been around since day dot. Since the day I joined Blaxland, it was with himself and my cousin. And my God, is he a worker, man. He works very hard at this football club, and he created that opportunity all by himself out of nothing in our own half. And we should have scored. In reality, I'm free on the edge of the 6-yard box here. Vuj had a good opportunity. It could have been ours. We'll see you on the gig here. The Blaxland Casillas, a.k.a. Lafferty, for Blaxland Pink, making a huge save once again. Ball falls to Virginio, the Brazilian-Croatian. Shout out to Eduardo da Silva. Unfortunately, he can't put it away, but that goal will come. Bisenberry into the box. Ned Pearson-Burke out on the halfway line, give or take. He finds Leany. Leany's going to look wide. I told him to get it back in the mixture. Unfortunately, he does not. And Blaxland Pink are going to look like prime Bamford here. Matt Ald up front. I know he's got red hair, but he's really looking like Mbemo right now. And Luke Parsons on the charge down the middle. Johan Visa. And that's 3-1. That's as quick as it happens in El Blaxico. You can't give up. You can't let up. It's that simple. We're 3-1 down in the blink of an eye. But before we continue any further, we must cut to our star striker Comfort to get his full thoughts on what's happening currently in the game. Unbelievable analysis of what's going on there, Comfort. Well done. Now, Comfort, he's obviously frustrated, so he takes a shot at goal. And it's about to go out for a throw-in, but it falls to Beisenberry. It's going to take a wicked deflection. And that's honestly on its way in. You know how I can tell? We got the GoPro in goal. As you can see on the top right of your screen there, Beisenberry and a wicked deflection. A great save from Lafferty. Wow. He's given a man of the match performance here. Ben Corn into the box. There's bodies everywhere, but a ball falls to Beisenberry. Bit of alliteration there for you. He gets 2 bites of the cherry, no pun intended. I know he's a Bournemouth fan and we call him Beisenberry. Nonetheless, in true Redbacks in Sporting Club Helos fashion, at the back, we're not communicating with each other. It's an absolute shambles. As you can see here, no one's talking to each other. And then Turbo almost gives away a penalty, then he gets wildly fouled. O'Keefe doesn't call it. I'm not complaining because we're about to counter-attack. Ben Corn, unfortunately, gets beat into the ball here. Nonetheless, in true Redback fashion, we don't give up, we don't give in. And Comfort for 45 yards is going to have a super strike, and it's going to be an even super save. That doesn't make any sense, but I'm in my flow state, so let's just continue. Lafferty here, the Blaxland Pink Casillas, they did him a disservice not calling their team Blaxland Red. There's not even a Blaxland Red. I'm about to tell you something right now. There's actually a Blaxland White. Yeah, we got 3 Blaxland teams in the one comp this year. The P&N Association, well done on organising that. Nonetheless, does this ball go over the line? Be truthful with yourselves. You don't have to be truthful with me. You owe me nothing. Let me know what you think. I think it's up to VAR. And when I say VAR, I mean the YouTube comments. Obviously, I point straight at the GoPro there. But Wayno, the club photographer, he was on the other side of this. And he messaged me. He actually emailed me. He said, Harry, I think it's a goal. I said, Wayno, it's all good, brother. We continue. Nonetheless, let's hear the audio from the 6-yard box after this moment occurred. And we had a corner.
Let's go. Go. Corner. I save that shit all day, baby. Get out of here. Sorry, that's my bad.
If we do have VAR, if we could use it,
I'm counting it if it goes in on the GoPro.
Can't wait to hear the commentary.
I'm looking at it first thing when I get on. I fucking didn't go in.
No way. Wayno saved it, bro. Does the ball go all the way across? Yeah. No, it didn't.
I ain't getting it.
Yeah, lovely. There it is! It is! Move that shit!
Don't mind me, I'm just laying down like a kangaroo at Lake Conjola in the middle of September. What a lovely view it is. Pure mayhem in the Sunday League 6-yard box. I had to lay down, I was enjoying it that much. Unfortunately, we can't get the second goal just yet, but Ben Corn might be able to change that here. He shifts it onto his left peg, but it's some great defending. And the ball's gone out for a goal kick. You may have noticed earlier, we are missing someone. And I hate to inform you now, Sam Fennick left at half-time. And that's why I've smacked the crossbar there, because I know we're missing our Sammy Fennick, our Panamanian hero. Ben Corn gets another corner into the box here, and Jimmy Jam gets his golden opportunity. And Lafferty, the Blaxland Casillas, is going to let him know all about it.
Yes, well done, Jimmy Jam.
Shout out to Jimmy Jam, one of our spiritual leaders here, just like Pepe at Real Madrid. Never give up, never give in. Matt Ord in behind for Blaxland Pink to make it 4-1 and what would be a humiliating loss, and it actually would have been on the back page of the Gazette. Nonetheless, I'm going to go down in the box again, and the Blaxland Pink manager's not going to be happy about it at all.
Get on your feet, bounce!
I'd stay on my feet if I could. Unfortunately, I'm 120 kilos of the best playing up front in a crowded 6-yard box. Bear with me. Look at this man glide through the midfield, and he's actually about to have one of the most skillful exchanges I've ever seen in a Sunday League football match. Ollie struggling with the St. John's bobble there. That's nothing new. Every goalkeeper struggles with that. These things happen. Now, Turbo's going to give away the ball here. Watch closely. He does an elastico in the air. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And it actually unravels into one of the greatest players I've ever seen in Sunday League. Joe Kay with a great clearance. Connor Marone, who played for us last year, one of the all-time passes I've ever seen. But even better, Ollie Freem comes out with one of the greatest saves I've ever seen. A beautiful slide tackle foot save. It's unbelievable football out here at the El Blaxico. If you're not entertained, seriously, I can't help you. Look at this. Half volley, Robin Van Persie, yes, Wayne Rooney delivery to almost make it 4-1. Now, the man that hit that, he goes by the name of Connor, and Connor is one of the 3 players who have played on both sides of the El Blaxico. We have Ryan O'Keefe, who's refereeing today. We have Beisenberry, who played for this team last year, and Connor, who filled in for us last year, is now playing for them permanently. Jimmy Jam got taken out from behind there, but that's besides the point. Into the 90th minute, we lose our first El Blaxico of 2025, 3-1. We've got 2 more to go, and we don't have any recordings from the sheds because cameraman Flat left early and gave Harley the camera. Nonetheless, let's hear from Jimmy Jam.
It's not what you want, is it?
Ron, you can't.
Neds, everyone, you included.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, let me take it.
So you weren't rolling the whole
Everyone,
time?
Neds, come on.
It wasn't me, it was him. It actually was. Hey, I had it. Wait, it wasn't rolling.